I want to talk about the time I got obsessed with steps. Sometimes I wonder what is actually in a day. It's comprised of something that we've dubbed hours, but what are even hours? It feels like something that's lingering over your head, like a faint reminder that time is stomping on with or without you. So I've been wearing a smartwatch exclusively 7 days out of 7. And I think at this point in my life, I'm probably gonna wear my smartwatch more than I'm gonna be wearing my mechanical timepieces or even my quartz timepieces. This has been this way for a long time. I'd say probably a year, if not longer. My watches, my Casios, my Seagull, they're all just sitting on the shelf, gathering dust at this point. I look at them fondly, and each weekend that I guess have a weekend, each time I'm off, I look at those watches and I think, am I gonna wear one of these today? And 10 out of 10 times, I'm always putting on the smartwatch. Why did I have such this obsession with watches that I made a whole YouTube channel based upon watches, to only abandon them to something that I think maybe I said one time I would never wear? I guess you could say it all happened, well, not it all happened, but it culminated this realization that I was wearing nothing but my smartwatch with my obsession with steps. Steps are healthy. They are necessary for mobility and joint movement. And if I'm not seeing how many steps I'm getting in a day, can it be proven that I had walked at all? Anyway, you know the generalness of a smartwatch. It shows your steps, it shows your heart rate, it shows the weather, it shows every aspect that can be in a day, in a month, where your stats are throughout the day. You can check your BMI, your EKG, your whatever you want. I kind of like that. So not a day went by that I didn't want recorded. I had to make sure that I was logging steps. I entered competitions with my family on who could get the most steps. I entered competitions with myself to get 10,000 steps a day. I entered competitions for the month to get 200,000 steps. I was wrapped up in the whole thing like I was perpetually preparing for a marathon that just never came. I got those 200,000 steps in 10 days with a rank of 1,200, with a rank of 12,681 out of like almost a million other competitors. I felt like I was really accomplishing something. Then I got a new strap for my Seagull watch. It is the same kind of alligator texture, but it's a bit lighter leather. It's okay, it's definitely very stiff. It's Barton watch bands. Cheaper made watch bands, but they work. They're, I guess, reliable, and I think the watch looks really nice. For a while, anyway, I've wanted a new strap for this watch, so I decided to go with the strap. Getting off topic here, let's get back to the steps. A new strap for the Seagull. I put it on after not even thinking about it for the first time in months. It felt really good. I looked at it, and I looked at it in the mirror, and I thought, this is a nice looking watch. It felt like I was looking at it for the first time. And then I put all my watches on one by one, and I was refreshed. And I thought, oh, these all look really nice. They all look really different. And I realize it's hard to see things with new eyes, especially if you've had things for long periods of time. The brain always wants to move forward. That's how it preserves itself. I'm still wearing my smartwatch 7 days out of 7, and I think it's going to be that way for the foreseeable future. I think I'm in the time of my life where this piece of technology is working for me, is keeping my mind off of other things. I like the analytics, the gadgets, the gears, the numbers. I like to see them. I like to see the weather. And this is a complicated watch face. I can definitely change it up to something less complicated, which I've done, and I don't like as much. I feel like if I'm gonna go less complicated, I'll wear one of my other watches. Let's swim back to the shore. I rotate through the straps. I have 2 that I have for work, and then this one is exclusively for home use. In 50 years, somebody's gonna find in a drawer at the bottom and go, oh look, this was my so-and-so, whoever I am to that person's watch. Super old, you want it? Nah, I think I'm just gonna chuck it. Not. I don't know what people do with old watches. I keep them. I have several watches from family members who are no longer here. Even if my watch ends up in a dump somewhere, it'll still be there and hold the memories, and it'll be this weird relic buried under other fossils. What am I saying here? I'm less obsessed with steps. That's a good thing. I even let my rank of 12,681 fall to the wayside and slowly creep up to like over 200,000. That is where I'm at with my life. How do you feel all about this? How do you all feel about this? Is there something that you enjoyed, no longer find yourself enjoying it, but you still keep it around because you have hopes of maybe enjoying it again one day, or it's just a nostalgia piece? But that's it. That's all for this one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And as always,